Good morning, pizza people. Now, I know it's a weird time for my uploads, first of all, and it's a weird title and a weird way to present my videos because another thing is I don't have an intro on this and my skin is a completely different color. Well, the reason for that, pizza people, is because I want this video to be a little bit more serious. It doesn't have to be completely serious, but I don't know, the intro just didn't fit for this one. And it's more of just me wanting me to come into y'all as Tine human, I guess, instead of Tine pizza. This video is also gonna be a little short because it's just me busting out a topic and covering it real quick. But then again, that's every video, so who knows how long this will take. Just sit down and watch for a second. Now, for those of you that have seen my channel before and that have seen like a good just conglomerate of my videos, you would know that I am an African American person. Black, African American, ebony, any way you want to describe it, that is Tine pizza. When I'm outside of pizza, I'm a black male. And being the race or color, you learn a lot and you see a lot that you usually wouldn't pick up on if you weren't coming from this perspective or standpoint when you have to go in and view a lot of things. First of all, especially when you play video games, right? Something happens where you always have to make sure they have a hair color that is somewhat similar to your real life thing, because if you're like white or just any other race, right, except black or whatever, right, you can go on the game and they'll have so many different like smooth slick back hairstyles that you probably was like already expecting them to have in comparison to like you being black when you get on the game, and you'll be lucky if they even have an afro to put on, especially when it comes to anime games and other games like that. And I understand, I get that or whatever, it's just something hella like interesting to see. Like, I get you're across the country, all across seas, so you might not have even seen a black person in your life, so like why feel the need to include them in your game? Well, I just thought it'll be a little bit more inclusive, that especially with the like modern slash era we're in now, that like maybe black anime characters and like black hairstyles should be a lot more included, other than just having maybe cornrows or an afro in a game that has over 70 different hairstyles, you know what I mean? But that's not what I'm truly here to talk about. What I'm truly here to talk about is the fact that if you've been on Twitter the past weekend or the past couple of days or whatever, you would definitely see the uprising or spark on just a huge war basically of your favorite characters getting blackified, as I want to say. I don't know the correct term to it, but it's the only one I could think of. It's basically where a character has a different tone or shade of skin, specifically like if they're an anime or whatever, and then they're getting darkened in order to be more closer to ebony or the color skin tone of black. And honestly, out of all of the like uprising and movements on Twitter that's been happening for a long time, bro, this one is definitely one of the best. Okay, like if you expected me to hate on that, then go ahead and click and dislike this video now, right? Because honestly, I feel like something like this is definitely needed, because especially a lot of black kids, after growing up for so many years and watching certain anime, never seeing black characters, finally get to see them redrawn and looking like that and like representing us. That's hella important and cool to see, like that our characters definitely do and could fit in somewhere that's not just in an afro or not just in a cornrow form. Like, these black artists, they're getting hella creative with the way that they decide to blackify certain characters. Like, I've seen Jesse and James, I've seen Naruto, Dragon Ball. Like, obviously I can't put them all up on here because I don't want to get copyrighted with the artists. I don't know them like that, but I definitely have seen a couple on Twitter, and I will put up what I can. And low-key, my whole stance on, if you get mad about black artists doing this in order to show some representation in some of their favorite shows, then low-key you might be a racist, bro. Because I don't know if you guys remember back when Pokemon Sword and Shield was like first getting announced, right? Like, and we were first seeing all the trailers and all the characters. Well, there was this huge fiasco where it was one of the gym leaders that was the water type, I want to say. She was African American, and then the artist took it and he decided to give her a brighter skin tone in order to make her white, you know, like just saying, hey Nintendo, I fixed it for you, you know. And honestly, that was a huge outrage, okay? Because I guess like one of the very few times that they actually decide to give us some representation and show us within like a mainstream franchise that's actually gonna be like important for a lot of black kids to see, especially if it's like one of their first times playing Pokemon. Like, just get white face like that and whitewashed and just get a whole bunch of hate just for her being black, and when she gets whitewashed all of a sudden it's cool. Like, this whole little like movement to like blackwash and do all of that on like anime characters and different characters of different genres today, it's all a literal direct result of that, and that's exactly why I'm okay with it going on, right? Like, you racists out there, you might get a little bit annoyed with, oh, they're changing my favorite characters to make it just like them. Ew. Well, like, get over it, bro. Like, there's so many different things going on in the world, and you worried because someone wants to draw their characters a certain way? Like, what's your deal, bro? Like, that's honestly saying a lot more about you than it is about them. That artists have the right to like express themselves and want to do this through their own art, and I don't think they really should be hated on for it, bro. This is honestly one of the best movements, and it's a really important movement to like blackify a lot of these characters, especially with the dark times that we're in. And what better time to redraw and show these anime characters this way than now? But pizza people, like, I didn't really have much to say, as I already said when I started this video. This was just kind of a video more so for me, and a video that I really wanted to use my platform to like just put out the word and make a video on, okay? I had to come as Tine the Human today. Tine the Pizza will definitely be back tomorrow, but this was something very I don't know, interesting and important that I wanted to make with my platform, pizza people. And if you hate it, I don't care. If you dislike Bombman, I don't care, because at the end of the day, this is me. But more regular time pizza content coming back tomorrow, and I will see you pizza people on the other side of the slice. We move.